Hey, what's up, Game Skulls? Welcome back to the $1 Billion Grind. And I see we already got Zephyr here, making me hungry talking about McDonald's when I got to start streaming here for the next hour or so. And congrats on 200 million, Big Mouth. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We're not actually there yet, but we'll hit it this stream. We're at like 197 and a half, and I've got a decent sized nightclub sale and a Cayo to do and a bunker sale. So I think we'll definitely hit 200 million during this stream. DoorDash coming in handy with that food. Yeah. I've actually DoorDashed myself, like not just ordering food, but actually done the delivery. It was actually the wife and I, it's kind of funny. It's something we did for fun until gas prices became ridiculous, and it just isn't worth it then, but at least not for us. But I always likened DoorDashing to being kind of like playing GTA in real world. Think about it. You get a text on your phone that says, hey man, here's a mission. Go here, pick this up, go drop it off over there, and get some money for doing it. And you can choose to accept it or not accept it. And the only difference is there's no like automatic weapons being fired at you while you're doing your delivery. That's really the only difference. But I suppose if we wanted that element, we could go do it somewhere dangerous, and then we could have that too. But anyways, we actually used to use it as kind of a date night thing, and this probably sounds really weird to anyone whoever watches this, but the wife and I felt like we were in a little bit of a rut. Like all we ever did was sat and watch TV. Like we watched our shows, we watched movies. We're not really the type to go to the bar or go to a club. That's just not our thing. But when we were young, when we were teenagers, way back in the last century, one of the things that we always did when we first met and started dating was we used to go on really long drives and just jam music in the car and just hang out, man. Just drive and listen to music and hang out. And DoorDashing was surprisingly like that. We jammed tunes in the car. We drove around delivering the food. It was really easy. She would drive. I would run out and go drop the food off. I would run in and go get the food from the restaurants. And it was better than sitting on our butts on the couch, we figured. Got us out a little bit, got us out moving around a little bit. And we had fun together, and we walked away with money. So, it was like a win-win-win, the whole thing. But then gas prices became what they are, and now we're just kind of like, yeah, we'd like to do it. Maybe we will go do it, again before too long. But it kind of doesn't make much sense to spend $50 in gasoline, only to come home with $30. Like, well, we may as well just go to a movie if we're going to spend $20, So anyways, let's see. That's why I thought maybe Rockstar will add real life jobs in the game. Yeah, no kidding. So let's get started. I'm going to knock out this bunker sale. Do I got to register? Yes, I do. Secure serve, register. And get the bunker sale out of the way first, the little guy, and then I'll do Cayo. And I might have a workaround for the infinite loading screen on the Cayo Intel mission. I don't know yet. I'm not going to call it a workaround yet. I need more data. Let's say I'm 3 for 3, though. It's worked 3 times in a row. And it seems like that infinite loading screen problem I've been having at least once every 3 missions. So it's hopeful. We'll see what happens with it. So let's see what we get here. Merryweather, of course. Oh, bright sunshine. I like it. Oh, nope. It's the off-road, the Marshall off-roads. All right, I can deal with that. I hate these things, but the mission isn't terrible. Yeah. Shut up, Agent 14. So where are we delivering to? Oh, all the way on the other side, of course. Well, whatever. Let's drive across the map in the Marshall off-roader and see how many times we can wipe out on the way. San Andreas had pizza delivery missions. Yeah. And in GTA, even in GTA and can't talk. Even in GTA 5 story mode, you could do the taxi cab missions too. Could you do pizza delivery in Vice City? It's been a long time since I played that game. I didn't remember that part of it. Knowing me, I probably never discovered it. Alto Elephant 117, hola. Hello, sir. Hello. Hope everything's going well for you as we start buckling down for this new week here. I got work tonight. I'm not happy about that. I like my weekends. I like to chill. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you, there's starting to be more and more noise about the June update coming, and everyone's saying what they were saying on Friday's stream about they're going to be adding Liberty City into the map for the June update. I don't know, man. I don't know. Rockstar hasn't really said anything yet. Food is coming. Can't wait for my Big Mac meal. Haha. Yeah, bum, making me hungry, man. Well, I gotta sit here and play. It's all right, though. I don't like to eat before 8 p.m. anyways. I try to keep my eating inside of a window. And I don't normally eat McDonald's either. Like, seriously, once I start eating before work, I'll probably just do some like steamed broccoli and some bone broth and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep it light through the week, you know what I mean, so that I can eat pizza on Saturday. I did have McDonald's for dinner last night though. And I didn't have a Big Mac. I had a quarter pounder with cheese. And my McDonald's still has Shamrock Shakes, man, believe it or not. It's funny. I asked her in the drive-thru. I was like, do you still have Shamrock Shakes? And she's like, hold on. And she comes back. She's like, yeah, we do. I'm like, okay, well, that's surprising. She's like, yeah, I'm surprised too. I'm like, well, I will have that. So I got a quarter pounder with cheese meal, and I got the Shamrock Shake with it, though, which is not exactly a healthy meal, but it's just what I really wanted last night. But yeah, about the rumors, everyone's saying it's going to be the Liberty City added into the map for this. I don't know, man. Rockstar hasn't said anything yet, but we are getting close. What was the last summer update? I guess it would be LS Car Meet, I think. Yeah, that was last summer. Summer 2021. June 21. I know before that came out, Rockstar does quite a bit of promotion for it. Like, they were advertising it. They put up some videos showing some of the footage from it and stuff like that. So I imagine anytime in the next month, in the next few weeks, we should start seeing like videos like that from Rockstar telling us what it's going to be. So I guess just hold on and wait. Wait and see. LS Car Meet. A lot of people don't like that one, but I thought it was a pretty good update myself, man. Like I said, I really like the mechanic work, and I really like hunting down the exotic exports and taking them to the dock. Just kind of mindless fun, you know what I mean? Something that doesn't involve killing a bunch of things. More peaceful work, I guess. Although you try to do mechanic work in a full lobby with other people, and it's not really the most peaceful thing in the world. So, all right, we're coming in here. Of course, the minute I do this first delivery, the helicopter aimbot will appear. And, I should probably put body armor on. Well, whatever. Let's see if I can get through it without it. These guys, sometimes these helicopters, man, sometimes they really get me good and even kill me. And then sometimes they barely touch me. And it's kind of hit or miss with them, but I think it's a little unbelievable that they're able to put their shots so on point while we're moving the way we are. But I guess, there's got to be some challenge to it. It's always kind of Rockstar's solution, isn't it? Like, the only way they make Rockstar doesn't seem to like be really creative with mission difficulty. They've basically got two ways of doing it. They either make you face 300 on 1 enemies, or they make the enemies have like ridiculous aimbots. It's basically the only two hard mode crap. I guess the other thing they also use is the wonkiness of character movement. So I think there's some where you have to move in a certain way, like walk, like try to get your character to walk in a straight line sometime. You can't do it. Try walking along a beam. I mean, not that you can't, but it's really difficult and tedious. Your character tends to stumble right and left and stuff, and sometimes they will use that, which is funny because I kind of think of that as a defect of the game, not something to be used to induce difficulty. But whatever. Anyways, but for the most part, it's overwhelming numbers and ridiculous accuracy. Is okay? And here we go. Speaking of wonkiness, the off-road truck that cannot handle off-roading and acts like it's on ice when it's on the grass and the rock. So here we go. We're just about done. Yeah, they took me down to about half health. Not bad at all. So, all right, we got the bunker mission down. And where are we at anyway? Let's look at money in a second here after I get back to the road. I think I'm going to jump right to Cayo for this one. I'm going to finish off. I've got a heist like all prepped out and stuff all ready to go. You know what? Yeah, I don't even need to move if that's what I'm going to do. So, I guess I need what's his name to call me real quick. Say whatever he's going to say about the mission being completed. Come on, Agent 14, call me. And come on, get rid of that stupid notice up there. Okay, well, let's just... There, here he is. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the bunker mission is done. And, okay, so we're at $197.6 million. So Cayo is going to put us actually pretty close. Let's make sure my spawn point is Kasatka. Let's see, options, spawn location, Kasatka, and let's find new session. All right, we'll jump into the Kasatka and we will go to Cayo and knock out, I think it's a bearer bond, I think that's what it was. I did the prep last night when I was just solo grinding. And I want to say there's cocoa and brownie mix on just the one side of the north dock, so I don't even have to cross the water for my secondary target bag. We'll see in a minute here. I'm watching Young Sheldon and watching you and eating. I like that show, Young Sheldon. Definitely a pretty good show. Although I don't think we're caught up to it. I don't know when the newest episodes are. We do need to sit down and figure out where we're at. And by we, I mean the wife and I. That's a show that we do watch. So let's... Oh, you know, before I go to Cayo, I am going to change my radar to small so I can see the vision cones of the guards. So here we go. Okay, and speaking of wonky movement, trying to walk through the sub and getting caught on everything. I'm on season 2 on HBO Max. Oh yeah, we're way past that. We're up until like whatever last season was, I think. So let's start. I should have looked a little harder at that map. Actually, I'll be able to see it in a moment after I get through these screens. What do we got here? Yeah, we got cocoa and 2 brownie mixes on the left side, and then nothing but brownie mix on the right side. So we'll go to the left side, and that'll fill our bags. So Longfin, as always. North Dock, as always. I didn't even bother to scope out the central, the main dock, because I never go there. Drainage tunnel, as always. Don't care about the escape point. And daytime, as always. So let's go do this. I think with cocoa and 2 brownie mixes and the bearer bonds, we should probably come in around 1.6, I'm going to say, on this one. It kind of depends on the office safe and how much is in there. I like to see about 90 grand in there, but sometimes it's only like 40 or 50. So, but I think we'll come in around 1.6 million for this. Let's just see if we can keep from crashing into the cliffs there. I hate how it starts off like that. All right. Every now and then I get caught up by this guard here. We'll see where he's at. Hopefully he... Oh, and do not run too far aground with the boat. I want to be able to use this boat afterwards. I have run aground before, and it killed my heist. But he's not over there on the left, is he? No, he's not. Good. Good, good, good. All right, get the gun out. I don't see him on the radar yet, but sometimes you don't. You like, oh, he is. He's there already. He's there already. All right, let me wait for him to get into position. He is in position. Nice. Good timing. He just showed up. Pop him. Got the cameras. Why there's 2 cameras there, I don't know. That's such a glitch. There's clearly only supposed to be 1. But anyway. Grab the cocoa first. Here we go. Come on, grab, grab, grab. And then we'll get brownie mix from these tables. I'm glad I didn't have problems with that guard. Every now and then when I'm running up from the boat there, he'll be further ahead than that, and he'll be coming down the side of the building. And when he does that, he like sees me. He can see you from really far away. As a matter of fact, he's a little weird. He doesn't appear on the radar immediately like most guards do. He doesn't appear until like almost after it's too late. There's something a little bit different about him. But anyways, so we are done. We got a full loot bag. Not bad. 420k. Really, the most you can have legitimately as a solo player is 450k, which would be 2 cocos. Obviously, gold is more than that, but if you're running solo, you really don't have access to gold. I know back in the day there was a door glitch in the compound that you could use to get to the gold, and I wouldn't utilize that in this grind, though, because like I said, I'm trying to make this all legitimate and not using glitches. Although, it was discussed a little on Friday's stream that there are 2 things about my grind that you could say maybe make it illegitimate. And those 2 things are, 1, I do the AFK grind in the security cameras and leave my game running, so like overnight my nightclub product builds up and stuff. So every day when I come back to the game, I've got like $1 million sale out of the nightclub. You could argue that that's not legitimate because I'm not playing. I'm AFK and letting product build up. I don't really think that's glitching or anything like that. I think that's just a mechanic of the game, period. And if I choose to leave my Xbox on and be in game, then I think that's my choice. And I don't think anything about that illegitimizes what I'm doing. Second one is maybe a little more problematical, though, which is the fact that you guys will notice that I'm always like in a solo lobby, well, Friday aside, and I use my firewall to block ports so that I can do my business sales in public lobbies by myself. You might argue that that illegitimizes it a little bit because you're not supposed to be able to do, obviously you can't do like bunker sales or nightclub sales in a invite-only lobby. You have to be in a public lobby for that. But because I don't let people in my public lobby with me, you know, I guess you could say that's exploiting. But I don't think it's as bad as like glitching and modding money. I mean, I just want to play the content without getting harassed by people is all. I want to do the grind and not be harassed by other players. So I feel like what I do is legitimate. But I'm sure there are probably some people out there who will say nope. And that's okay. I respect that. Everyone's got their own opinion about stuff. How about this? I'm doing it as legitimately as I'm comfortable doing it. And I'm not comfortable letting griefers ruin my game for me when I'm trying to grind money. So I never really cared for Rockstar's stance on that anyway, that you have to do that in a public lobby, and they put you up as a big red flashing blip on the radar and encourage the other players to go ruin your game. I mean, I always felt that was silly anyways. I mean, come on. You're doing MC business sales in a post-op van, and you got like 5 people on a Presser Mark II zooming in on you. Come on, man. That's not even doable. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I don't feel bad about solo public lobbies, not even a little bit. The way they've got the game set up is just way too stacked against you. All right, oh, this guy's a little bit ahead of where I expected him to be. I better get him before the camera sees me do it. There we go. You got to get him before he gets into view of this camera, or else that will set things off. And I have not gotten the gate keys yet, which is a little concerning. He doesn't have them either. And this guy on the other side of the gate there, I'm not even wasting my time with him anymore, man. Every time I try to shoot him, I'm going to run right into this guy. That's okay. You didn't have the gate key either. Well, I only have one more chance at the gate key. And if I don't get it on this guy at the top of the stairs, then I'm going to be using the elevator to go down, which is a little different. Hold on a second. He didn't have it. I do not have the gate key. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a little different. Let's see how much money's in the safe. See, we're at 420. What do we got? 480. So there's like 60 grand in there. All right. Well, I guess we're hacking up here tonight, boys. Let's see. All right. I got to focus on this. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be a little bit longer doing it here. Twice the prints. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Normally that's all we need to do. We need to do 2 extra ones here. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. One more to do. These get a little harder too on this one. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's definitely 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And obviously this last one. There we go. Yeah, that takes a little bit longer that way, but you could argue I didn't have to run downstairs and go through the gate either. So, I mean, there is that difference in time too. So, a little weird not to have the gate key though. Usually I get it from one of those guys. All right, now I got to pay attention to the safe code here. We'll see what my timing's like when I'm coming out. 98:49. 98:49. 98:49. 49. Come on. There we go. I've never messed up the safe code before. I don't know what happens if you do. If it triggers the alarm and messes up the heist, or what, like, or if they give you maybe a couple tries to do it. I don't know. So, all right. So I don't know where Juggernaut's going to be down here. Oh, it looks like he's already by. Oh, I can go ahead and just jump down. Yeah, we're good. I'm not sure where the guy let live is either, though. Looks like he's going to be coming back soon, but I think I can move fast enough to stay out of his vision cone. So there we go. Yeah, he was far enough away. It didn't matter. Man, that was good. You already woofed down the McDonald's, man? Nice, nice, nice. All right. This cutscene. So tired of this, man. Come on, stop showing us this. You know they're never going to, though. So, all right. I just need to take this guy out. And we will be out of here. Hello. Goodbye. Thanks for the bike. Thanks for the bike. And up here. Ooh, almost clothesline myself off the motorcycle. That would have been funny. And wow, look, I'm really weaving here. Just to the right of the palm tree right there. And off we go. I didn't really have very good speed going there. It's all right, though. I go a little bit more to the right. I like to swim out. My target when I'm doing this part, when I'm swimming away, my target is always the whale skeleton on the seabed floor up here. It's just past this coral. Coral. You know, speaking of coral, I watched a movie this past weekend with the wife and kid and a friend of mine called Old. It was from last year. And these people are like stuck on a beach and time is moving more quickly for them. They're aging faster. It's a really interesting movie, actually. I was surprised. It was better than I was expecting. I don't like a lot of today's movies. Like so many of the movies, like in the last like 5 to 10 years, so many of them have just been garbage. But this was a little different. It was it was honestly, it was kind of an original story. So yeah, we're gonna be right around 1.6 million here. So it'll be 1.58. You know, so 20 grand away from it. But so yeah, good take here on Cayo. But yeah, that movie Old, my daughter is really like getting into like disturbing horror movies right now. She's suggesting a number of them. I think she likes like the thriller more genre. She's like me. When I was her age, I was really into that too. But that movie, the title is just one word. It's just Old, and it's from last year. And I guess her and the wife went and saw it in the theaters last night. I didn't even know that. I don't remember them doing that. But if you're looking for a movie to watch and you know, you don't have your expectations too high, it was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. It's not the greatest movie ever, but given today's movie climate, it's actually pretty decent. I'm into those movies too. Yeah, well, yeah, you should. Well, that's right. You were mentioning Evil Dead and stuff the other week. Yeah, you should check out Old if you haven't seen it already. It's not a terrible movie. Not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. It's watchable. How about that? Let's put it that way. It was worth the time spent watching it. The one where they get old on the beach. Yes, that's exactly the movie. Maybe you've already seen it. I had not seen it. It was new to me. I'd never even heard of it. Let's call for the Oppressor. And what time is it in game? It's 2:19. I think I can pull off a... let me increase my radar back to the way I like it. Expanded radar on. I think I can pull off a modded Sentinel steal real quick here. It's what it stops at 4 a.m. is when you can't get the modded Sentinel anymore. So I've got an hour and a half in game time, and it is right up here by my arcade. Oh, I gotta go get money out of my safes too. I forgot about that. Those should be all full, I would think, or pretty close to full. Oh, after Friday with my security contracts being maxed out at 201 now, my agency safe is now kicking out 20 grand every 48 minutes forever now. So I wonder if they'll ever expand that in the future. Like, because I think initially they were talking about have it be 500 contracts and you get like up to 50 grand every, which that would be pretty awesome. Yep, here's my, oh, it's the blue one too. It's worth like 17 grand. So I'm going to grab that. Go sell this. Yeah, thanks to everyone who helped out on Friday. That was awesome. That made it a lot more fun. Probably took a little longer that way than if I was just banging them out solo. But actually maybe not either, because you guys a lot of times I'd get the call like when we were doing the Recover Valuables mission. I'd come out and get the call from Franklin about where to go, you know, either Vanilla Unicorn or Tequila La, and you guys would already be up there. I think it would show you guys on the map where it was before I even knew where it was. So that's kind of an interesting mechanic. That seems like a little bit of a bug to me, but whatever. So a lot of times I'd come out and you guys were already like killing everybody in the place and getting it. So, oh, I got a bounty from stealing that Sentinel. It happens. It happens. So request my personal vehicle again and go up and check out. Actually, I'm going to go empty safes first, and then I'm going to go to my nightclub to do the nightclub sale. And where are we at? 199.2. Oh, I think the nightclub sale will definitely put me over. We'll see here in a minute. It should be close to $1 million. I had a problem. I found out. I came online last night and I found that one of my nightclub products had glitched out and wasn't gathering, wasn't going up. So I had to, like, you know, when that happens, you have to like take the agent off of it and then like restart the game and put the agent back on it again, and that gets it going again. That does happen. And let's see where my safe is at in here. I would think it would be full, but I did empty it kind of late yesterday, so maybe it's not totally full yet again. But it is getting $20,000 every 48 minutes, which is nice. And actually, while I'm in here, I'm going to visit the armory and get my like body armor and ammunition and stuff too. I haven't done that for a little bit. Oh yeah, we're full. Oh yeah, we are full. Definitely. Nice. Look at that, 250 grand. I wish they would increase the max, because you know that filled up probably a few hours back. And so for the last several hours, it's been like generating nothing because there's no more room in the safe. And I really can't be logging in like every 8 hours to empty it. So, okay. Kind of a weird mechanic if you think about it. Like, the safe's full, so the business doesn't earn money anymore. What? Really? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, where are we at here? Yeah, see, I need some ammo here. I'm not sure when the last time was I was in here. Most of it's pretty full, though, actually. It's... Oh, RPG. Okay. Explosives full, and body armor is what I use the most of. That's usually what I really need to replenish is my body armor. The ammo, I don't really use a lot of ammo. Pretty efficient on most of what I'm doing as far as taking stuff down. So let's see. Okay, I guess my arcade safe and my nightclub safe I need to empty also. And then I can do the nightclub sale. And then Cayo cooldown should be coming pretty soon here. And I'll be able to buy the next Cayo. I don't know that we'll have time to do a whole nother Cayo tonight. But I'll definitely get a lot of the setups done, so at least it's ready for the next session. We'll see, though. We might actually have time. It's only 6:30. I've got another hour and a half before I have to really get out and get ready for work. Okay, did that NPC just despawn on the sidewalk? It's always unnerving when that happens. People just vanishing as they're walking down the road. All right. Okay, I guess the arcade safe is not full. Now that only gets 5 grand every 48 minutes. I do have the arcade maxed out to the most it can be. If you have the arcade and if you want to max that out, you have to get... So yeah, we were only at 65,000. You have to get like a certain number of machines, and there's like a way to do it. Given the slots that you have for machines in your arcade, you buy certain machines for certain slots. And if you look like on Reddit, there's like a bunch of people who already figured out how to max out the arcade, and that's basically, I followed that guide. Just look how to max out your arcade safe in GTA Online. There's plenty of people who've got it out there how to do it. So I think my nightclub safe should definitely be full too, because I maxed out my popularity before I left last night. Enter the nightclub. Ah, my Karuma. My Karuma. I love that thing. Almost never use it anymore, it seems like. Although Zeffy, you and I were driving around in it. It's fun getting that thing out again. Yep. Nightclub safe is maxed. Nice. It's like we're losing a little bit of popularity in the nightclub here. And 210 grand. Well, we got like a 500,000 just here, man. I'm gonna get a little water here before I do this. Smooth out the old throat. So, get rid of my texts because I am OCD about that. I don't like alerts on my phone. I'm that way in real life too. Like if I look at my phone and I see, you know, a number next to something because there's alerts, I have to clear it. I can't leave it that way. Drives me nuts. All right, 199.78. Yeah, this nightclub sale is going to put us over. Going to put us right over that 200 million mark. Nice. Here we go. Let's do it. Assuming I don't like mess it up, you know. Yeah, it was the cash creation that glitched out yesterday. So yeah, we got 1.1 million here. Nice. Let's do it. Sell all goods. And assuming I don't pooch this up, then we will be over 200 million at this point.
Good news, the buyer has thrown in a cash bonus. Bad news, you gotta...
Yeah, I've got a $1.1 million sale going, but the bonus is going to be $10,000. Yeah, I'm going to worry about that. Not. Okay, so where are these locations? Really all the way down there? I'm going to end it there, I think. Okay, I must have missed one. Okay, one. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, I'm familiar with this. I've done this before. These same 3 drops. I usually start out over here in the west. Oh, hello. I'm not going to worry about that $10,000 bonus. I really don't care. You know, it's kind of stupid. If I drop a mine from this truck, leave it on the ground, and a car behind me, like one of the NPC cars, blows up, I'll lose like $1,000 in the value of the truck for doing that, which is ridiculous because it wasn't my truck that got damaged. It was the NPC car that got damaged. But that's just the way the rules are for this. Oh, that bus will... Oh, and that car was hiding. See, look at that. Look how they do me. That bus was running a screen for that car, man. Like I said, I don't really care. The bonus is not important to me. When you're earning like $1 million in a sale, the $10,000 doesn't really feel like much here. So... Freaking bus. Very clever of the game, though. I'll give it that. It got me on that one. Couldn't see that car at all. You know, the other problem, we were talking about the June update coming out pretty soon, and everyone's thinking it's going to be, Liberty City expansion, some kind of heist. I don't think it'll be... If that is what it is, I don't think it will be like part of free mode. I think it'll be, well, like Cayo, a place you can go to for a big heist or something like that, which is fine. That's cool. It's neat that they can add locations that way. But what I was going to say is, the other thing about that is that it'll probably mean having to buy like a new property and some new equipment and stuff again, and that is the one thing about these big DLCs. Yeah, they're cool. They add new content to the game. They add fun content, but they're also a drain on the money grind, man. So they'll put a dent in my grind, but that's all right. That's why we grind it, so we can have everything in the game. So, all right. So the next location is, I think, down by the. Oh, come on, really? Ooh, look at that. Weave right between them. Oh, yeah, it's by the, by Ellis Customs, the east side one. I'll just take this down and head across. I do wonder what kind of property is going to be part of that. Like, it's like everyone's talking about the map expansion, but then, okay, what are we going to run the new heist from? Again, I don't even know that that's what it is, though, either. I mean, that's just all kind of rumor at this point. I always take that with a grain of salt, man, because Rockstar is so close-mouthed until they're ready to say something. I mean, look how long it's been since this game came out, and the only word we have from them about the next one, despite all the success of this game, the only word we have from them is finally, last month or 2 months ago, they just kind of said, we're working on the next installment. That's literally the only word we have from them about the next GTA. So, kind of kills me that, like, and I don't want to knock another YouTuber because they do what they do, and he's way bigger than me anyway, and way bigger than I will ever be. But like that Mr. Boss dude, he makes so many videos about nothing, about absolutely nothing, man, and it drives me nuts. I remember when the Nightclub was coming out, and the professional. Made a video actually ranting about Mr. Boss and saying, you know, Rockstar has released exactly like one blurb about the Nightclub update coming out, and this dude has made like 25 videos about it. Everyone with like a clickbaity title and stuff and thumbnail claiming to reveal some new secret about the Nightclub update coming out. But everyone, there was really never anything new about it. And I don't know. I can't even imagine how many videos that guy is going to make just based on that Rockstar mention of we're working on the next installment. I mean, he can turn that into like 40 videos, I bet. I don't know. It's kind of crap to me. It's junk content, in my opinion. Not claiming my content is anything holy. I mean, what am I doing? A money grind? How many people have done that already? But at least it is my content, and it is actually doing something, and it is what I say it is. It's me, chill, grinding, doing my thing. And I hope that anyone who watches this, I hope that this is exactly what you were expecting based on what I described. But let's hype up here because $199.7 million is about to pass that $200 million threshold. Just got to pull in here. Pretty uneventful delivery, actually. A couple little crashes. Like I said, I didn't care about the bonus money. It's fine. There we go. Let's see. Let's see it. Cayo should be cooled down now, too, by the way, I think. By now, I would expect it to be.
Just to let you know, you have a happy customer. I'm gonna wire you that money minus the laundering fee. Taxman's gotta get something.
All right. Well, there we go. Guys, we have broken 200 million. Let's take a look. Let me get out here. Call for my actually, I don't really need it, do I? I'm gonna just jump right to the Kasaka in a minute. There we go. $200,794,000. So we have broken the 200 million mark. We are 1/5 of the way on the $1 billion grind. Man, that went pretty fast too. It was just a couple weeks ago I was saying we're 9 digits when we were hitting 100 million. So we've basically doubled that number now. And of course, with these safes maxed out the way they are now, it's going to help a lot for, you know, just kind of like some additional money in addition to the Cayo and stuff and the nightclub sales. So, yeah, awesome. I am excited about that. Look at that, man. $200 million. Really not taking that long either, man. Anyone who, like, I don't understand I guess if you don't want to play that way, I was gonna say I don't understand why anyone buys shark cards. But I guess the answer to that is not everybody wants to play the way I'm playing. Not everybody wants to do these jobs. Some people just want to chill and run around and free roam and raise hell with people and have all the cool stuff. And for those people, man, if you can afford shark cards and you can afford You know, and if it's worth it to you, well, then it's worth it to you. I got no problem with that. But I've never bought a shark card, and I don't think I ever will. Not because I don't want to support Rockstar Games, but I do buy the game. And I've bought the game like 5 times. I bought it for PS3. I bought it for PC. I bought it for PS4. I bought it for Xbox One to play on my Xbox Series X last year when I got that. And now Expanded and Enhanced came out, and I bought it for this. I bought this version. So I've bought the game 5 times. I feel like I do support Rockstar. Sometimes I feel like Rockstar doesn't support me. But anyways, let's keep on grinding here. I still got another hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to be able to do another whole Cayo and get the next one too. So let's join a public jump session. So put me in my Kasaka. And it should be ready to sell. It should be ready to start the next one at this point. We'll see. Come on, expanded and enhanced loading screens. Oh, speaking of Cayo and the infinite loading screen for the scope out mission, for the intel mission, I might have a workaround for it. We're going to see. Right now it's 3 for 3, where I have not gotten that. That is admittedly way too small of a sample size to claim that I have a workaround. So, and that's why I'm not saying I do. I'm saying I might. And I'll tell you what it is. For those of you who have been experiencing it, those of you watching this stream, you've seen it happen to me. And actually, I'm going to change my radar back down so I can see vision cones again. The issue is you do the intel mission, you go to where the Vellum is, the slow motion plane, we'll call it. You fly the slow motion plane all the way across the map to the trigger point by the dock to take you to Cayo. And you get kicked out to a loading screen, black screen with the little swirly in the lower right corner, and you're stuck there forever. And your menus don't work. Literally, your only option at that point is to shut down the game, exit the game, and restart the game, and then restart the mission and try again. That's literally your only option to get out of it once that happens. Other people I've read on Reddit, other people experiencing it, not to be confused with the old bug from the last gen where you would do this mission and you would fly into the trigger point would disappear, and then you'd just be stuck flying the slow motion plane in free roam, and it didn't take you to Cayo. And of course with that one, there was a workaround. You could put the landing gear down before you entered the trigger point, and that would never happen to you at that point. That was the workaround for that. That workaround does not work for this bug. I've tried it. You put the landing gear down, you still get stuck in infinite loading. But what I've found is the possible workaround for this is to step out of your Kasaka before you launch the mission and then step back in. So here, watch what I do here. So I'm going to buy the heist, 25 grand, and we got hard mode. So now normally right now I would go back in the screen and I would start the intel mission. But before I do that, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to step out and go outside my Kasaka for a minute. So just out here, look around. Hey, pretty city. Okay. Head back in. And now I'm going to launch the mission and proceed like normally. So far, 3 for 3, this has worked. I don't know that it's a valid workaround yet. What would make me even think to do this as a workaround? Well, I'll tell you. When I first got Expanded and Enhanced, there was a problem with the Kasaka where it would charge you $10,000 instead of $2,000 to fast travel. And it turned out that the workaround for that was to do what I just did. So, like, and I verified this. You go sit down in the chair over there what's it called? Fast travel. And it would be charging you $10,000. I'd stand up from the chair. I'd sit back down in the chair, still charging $10,000. Stand up, go step outside, come back in, go sit down, and then it would be $2,000 the way it should be. So there was something wrong with the state of the game, like when you're in the Kasaka, that was causing that problem with the fast travel, and it was fixable by stepping out and in. Well, it occurred to me that this glitch with this intel mission might be happening right at this point when you start it, and it might have to do with like a weird state that the game is in when you're here in the Kasaka. So maybe the same thing can fix it for this. So if this works, that will be 4 for 4. And I know that's still too small of a sample size to officially call it a workaround, but if I get to 10 times straight, then I am going to say that is the workaround, because until it happens again, I guess. Because this thing has been happening to me like at least every third mission. It's been happening to me. I can't remember the last time I did 3 intels in a row without having the infinite loading screen bug. So after talking it all up to you guys, now watch it do it. But I did say I don't know. I did say I don't know that this is going to work. This will be test number 4. And to anyone that's been experiencing it, if it does work, it'll be good to know. So here we go. Let's go get the slow motion plane. That bounty kills me. Really, if you're playing in solo sessions, though, what is a bounty other than just a free $5,000 or up to $9,000, whatever it is? So you got to be careful not to shoot the plane, obviously. And boy, that dude really went flying, man, for that missile shot. All right, I'm going to touch down here and go after these guys. I'm going to York them, which means I'm going to blitzkrieg mow them down. There's someone else behind the plane, kind of. I can't get him. He's behind the hitbox, which is annoying. Gotta like shoot him in the feet. No, he's really like, okay, oh, he stepped out. He's dead now. There we go. The hitbox on the plane is a little bit weird. Sometimes when the guys are standing in front of it, like you'll try to shoot them and you still can't. And you'll see the bullet impacts like on some like invisible wall out in front of the plane. And it's the hitbox from the plane is like too far out and it's protecting them. Got to back up a little. Otherwise, the plane might not be able to roll over that stuff. I've noticed it has trouble with that too. Boy, this plane just has a lot to recommend it, doesn't it? It flies in slow motion. It can't hardly roll over or anything. But what do you want from a single prop plane? Looks like it's using 1920s technology. All right, this is test number 4. And I'll tell you, the bug is really frustrating because you have to go through flying this slow motion plane all the way across the map only to discover that your game is glitched out. But again, I suspect that maybe the glitch actually happens when you launch the mission. You can't see the symptom of it until you get to the end. But I think it might have to do, like I say, with like some kind of weird state being in the Kasaka, and maybe hopefully that'll be the fix. You starting a new heist? Yep. Sir, it's not even 7 p.m. I have until 8 p.m. And I figure why not knock out another Cayo, man? I've got the time. Definitely got the time. Should be able to get it done. We'll see what happens with the infinite loading screen here, though, when I try to go to Cayo. Although, if it does it, I'm not going to sit in it for 5 minutes or anything. If it doesn't take me to Cayo within 1 minute, I'm restarting the game. I'm not going to sit in that screen for a half hour. Which, by the way, is the longest I've sat in it, just to see if I could get to the game, get to Cayo. If maybe it wasn't infinite, maybe it would eventually take you half hour still in the screen. I gave up. I saw some other people on Reddit posting that too, saying the same thing. They've been in there forever, and it never does take you. I can take a drink while I'm flying. Although you've got McDonald's on my brain now. But I've got to eat healthy. I've been committing to eating healthy lately. It was just over the weekend that I ate a little bit bad. I had pizza on Saturday night, had McDonald's on Sunday night, and and Sunday morning, which is really like the end of my Saturday because I stay up all night because I work nights. I did go to Burger King Sunday morning and got some of those croissant sandwiches. I love those breakfast biscuit type stuff. That's probably my favorite food is breakfast food. I like it more than actually like dinner type food. Sorry, man. I'm just Zeph, man. If I can't control myself, that's my problem, not yours. I doubt I will go get fast food. I've got food here. I'll do my broccoli and my bone broth, and then once I get started working, I won't even think about it anyway because my mind will be all wrapped up in work at that point. Once you're distracted, it doesn't bother you. It's an addiction, man. It's an addiction. I gotta fight it. I'm addicted to bad food. See, the thing is, Zeph, at your age, you can still get away with it. I'm getting to that age, which my doctor's been warning me about for decades. They always said to me too, like when I was in my 20s and 30s and whatever, and they talked to me about, healthy habits and whatnot, I'd always say, well, what's the big deal? I feel fine. And I remember for years my doctor saying to me, well, yeah, you're fine now, but once you get a little older, you're not going to be able to handle as much. It's not going to be fine. So you might want to get into the good habits now. And sure enough, here I am, age 50, and yeah, that stuff is taking its toll on me a little bit. All right, here's the moment of truth. Does my workaround work? I mean, even if it does take me to Cayo, that's still not proof. But if it doesn't take me to Cayo, hey, we're going to Cayo. All right. So we're 4 for 4 on the workaround. 4 for 4. I'm going to keep doing that. If I get 10 out of 10, I'm going to call it a workaround at that point, and I'll probably make a video about it telling people, because I know a lot of people are experiencing that, and so far it seems like nobody on Reddit has an answer for what to do about it. It seems to be limited to expanded and enhanced, though, so I don't know how many people are playing expanded and enhanced yet. But probably by the time I post a video about it, Rockstar will fix it. Just like right after I discovered the fix for the Kasaka thing, where it was charging me 10 grand instead of 2 grand to do the fast travel. As soon as I found the fix for that, literally like within 2 days after that, Rockstar released a patch that fixed that, and then it didn't do it anymore. So, whatever. Okay, I'm feeling a little lost out here. Okay, oh, here we go. Like, lost my bearings. Cayo's confusing, especially in the wilderness. I just do what Beats Down Gaming says. Follow the pink flowers. So here we go. We'll head down here. We got the guard on the road. No, we don't. Nice. I don't have to worry about that guy. I can just run up. Oh, yeah, we do. He's there. Gotta wait for him now. No matter. No big deal. Just wait for him to do his thing. Once he turns around, I'll run up there and take the intel. Everyone pray for double cocoa, man. I want 2 cocos. Come on, turn around, sir. Go back the other way. There we go. All right, here goes. Okay, we got cash, which blows. Send to Pavel. Can't really see what the other two are. Looks like brownie mix and cash, though. We'll see. Yeah, that's gonna be brownie mix there. And then I think it's going to be cash on the third table, too. And then I got to move before this guy comes back. All right, there we go. So we got cash, brownie mix, and cash. I got to get out of this guy's vision cone. There he is. Okay. Boy, we cut that pretty close. I think you can kind of get into the edge of it without getting caught. But you do got to be careful. You don't want to go running into the middle of it. Looks like another brownie mix over here, I think. Empty table. And yeah, brownie mix. So far we got 2 brownie mixes and 2 caches. It's looking like a weak secondary. Here's our last chance at Coco. I could always go to the main dock, but I like my pattern. I like doing it the way I do it. So even if it's all cash, I'll still do this. Brownie mix. And what's on the other table? Brownie mix again. All right. So we're going to do all brownie mix then. 3 brownie mixes. And we'll do it all on this side. So we won't even have to go to the left side. We'll do it all from this side. That's fine. That'll work. Now let's go see what the primary is. If it's pink diamond or even bearer bonds, it will be worth it. I say that as if tequila and ruby necklace aren't worth it. They're worth it. It's just, we always want the best we can get. But even tequila and all cash is still like better than any other activity in the game. So you got to wait for that guard to turn around. Watching him on the tower. His vision cone and the radar there. Lower left. And although if you guys are looking at this on a phone, you won't be able to see it probably. But here we go. And jump. There we go. Teeth-shattering jumping in this game. I assume my guy wears a mouth guard when he's doing all this. Or else he's on a liquid diet, 1 to 2. Alright, so up we go. Try to ride in a straight line. Oh cool, there's no guard up here, which means the electric box will be on the ground. Which means we will get out of here quickly. And I see it already. It's over here. So what is the maths on this one? Let's take a look. 61. Yeah, that'll be 5 times 10, 1 times 2, and then 9 times 1. I can do the maths. The public school system has done me proud. So let's. All right, come on, pink diamond. Come on. Give me pink diamond. Really, Pavel? Is it in the basement level? I didn't know. Oh, it's gonna be bearer bonds. Nothing in the glass case. I think that guy right there on the security cam, I think that's the guy you kill at the casino to get the safe code from. I think that's the same guy. Interesting. Anyways, let's jump back and let's knock out the setup missions. Actually, I feel like the safe code ones, the bearer bond heists, actually go a little bit faster for setup for some reason. I guess, all you're really doing is you're swapping out the plasma cutter mission for the safe code mission, but I feel like the safe code mission maybe goes a little fast. I don't know. It's probably no different. It just feels like it or something. But I got an hour, and so I'm good to go. I'll be able to knock this out during this stream. Then I'll probably do a payphone hit while I wait for the cooldown. By the next one, then that'll probably be the end for tonight. It is. Oh, it is the same guy. Is that what you're saying, Zephyr? When you say it is, it's that same guy that you take out in the casino. I think it is. It looks like the same guy. So, all right, no Merryweather headquarters here. Put me straight to the office. 707 Vespucci, if you please. That's my favorite location to do the weapon loadout mission. Here we go. Weapon loadout. Always suppressors. Back shot. Merriweather. You go to work at 8. Nope, I go to work at 9. But I start getting ready for work at 8. I gotta eat and stuff and get set. That's why I always try to end the stream at 8 p.m. But like if it were to go to like 8:15 or something like that, I would be okay. Started getting up to 8:30, I'd have trouble, having enough time to get ready for work at that point. All right, come on. I hope it doesn't stick me with Merriweather headquarters too many times. It helps that I work from home. Like literally, hey, Penrith building. Okay, I can do that one from here, and then I'll move to Vespucci. If I had to go into the office physically to do the job, then I would have to end this before. I would have to end this for sure by 8 at that point. I wouldn't even be able to go to 8:15. I'd have to be done with this at 8 at that point. But I got a little bit of leeway just because I work from home. As a matter of fact, I work from this very desk. These monitors that you see in my cam, your left off to my right, those are my main work monitors too. Obviously, I have a PC from my company that I use for work. I don't use my desktop for work, but this is where I do it. I do like Penrith building because you can do it with the Sparrow and not have to move the Kasaka yet. But it's kind of 6 half dozen of the other because I'm still going to move the Kasaka to Vespucci Beach after this. So I don't know. But I like 707 Vespucci the most. I like this the second most. Then I like the Schlongberg Sachs building. But the Schlongberg Sachs building, I don't like taking the Sparrow for that because I have too hard of a time trying to land the helicopter on the roof of Schlongberg Sachs. I feel like I need the Oppressor Mark II for that. Yorick, of course, puts me to shame. In his stream the other week, he does it and he just lands right on the roof, no problem. I'm like, I can't do that. I mean, I can, but it's too much bother. I have trouble controlling the Sparrow too, especially like setting it down for a landing. I feel like it really gets away from me. It like swirls, it like sways right and left and stuff. Whereas the Buzzard just like goes straight down. Honestly, I wish you could put the Buzzard in the Kasaka. See if I can take these guys out without setting off the alarm. There we go. Next guy. All right, we're good. We'll be able to stealth this one. All right, I know you'll see it before I do, Zephyr. You don't have to tell me. My old eyes search through. Okay, 55, 26, 77. Actually, I see it. I actually saw it pretty quick that time. You probably saw it first, though. Sometimes I don't see it at all. Like I have to stare and keep like scanning through the lines, and I just can't see it. I don't think I've ever failed it though. All right, let's get out of here. The one thing I don't like about the Sparrow for this also is it takes off kind of slow. And so these guys coming up like manage to get some hits on it. And I'm always worried about it because the Sparrow is a really weak chopper. I mean, it's like made out of paper mache or something. And it doesn't take much to get it like smoking and blowing up. Whereas if I'm taking off from the roof of like the Schlongberg Sachs building and I have my Oppressor Mark II, I can just zoom out of there really fast and they can't even hardly get a shot on me. But we're usually okay anyways. But I'm a little more cautious leaving there with this thing because it's so weak and it's not as fast. So we got our weapon loadout. Now we need to get our long fin. Eventually I might try another approach vehicle. I've done the submarine before, but I really don't like the mission where you have to get the radar jammer from the Merryweather sub. Also, if I came in on a sub and started out underwater, then I feel like it would be difficult to go get like secondary loot from the North Dock that way, because you'd have to swim out there, and what would you take over there? It's the Longfin just feels like the perfect approach vehicle for this. Really does, what it needs to do here. So, get the long fin here. And I'm going to go move to, I don't have to, but it's better to move now because it makes it easier for leaving and coming back with my Oppressor Mark II afterwards. Move to Vespucci Beach now. Oh, I am out of water. Tell you, guilty pleasure is something I've been drinking lately. I found Coke Zero with coffee in it. It's a weird little product. It's actually like Coke Zero vanilla with coffee. And wife hates it. She took one taste of it and was like, "Ugh." I tasted it and I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of good, man. That's something different." Like, it doesn't sound good when you say it. Like, I picture pouring Coca-Cola into like make a cup of coffee and then pour some Coca-Cola into it. Does that really sound like it would taste good? It really doesn't. It doesn't seem like those would mix. But I have to say that it's actually kind of tasty. I don't know about doing it that way, but the product that they've released, with the coffee flavor mixed in with the cola, it's better than I thought it would be. And since it's Coke Zero, it's got 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, all that. So it works for me diet-wise too. So it's like a little something refreshing, a little bit different. Man can only drink so many monsters. That's my drink of choice, is the white monsters, the Monster Ultra Zeros in the white can. Which, if you've ever had the soda squirt, that's actually what the white monsters kind of remind me of. It's got kind of a citrusy, grapefruity kind of flavor, but it's its own thing too. I wouldn't say that it tastes like squirt. It just kind of reminds me of it. It's a little bit similar, not exact, obviously. So land this thing if I can get it to steady. Call for my Phantom Wedge and return the Sparrow. And also I'm going to put on body armor because these guys are going to shoot me up when I get in there. And I've still got the small radar on. I'm going to, expand my radar again. All right, so this NPC, man. This dude's just walking like nothing's happening behind him. Got a car getting flipped over by a massive semi-truck with a weird scoop on the front, and that guy's like just walking along. Doopy-doopy-doo, nothing's happening. He's like, what's his name from Hogan's Heroes? I see nothing. I hear nothing. I know nothing. Half the people who watch this are probably going to be like, what the heck is Hogan's Heroes? It's a sitcom from, admittedly, it's even before my time, actually. Like, I don't think it was on when I was a kid. I think it was already in reruns at that point. I want to say it's maybe from the 60s, the 1960s. And it was, these guys were in a German prison camp during World War II. And Captain Hogan was kind of like the leader of this group of Americans that was being held in the POW camp. And they managed to run all these special ops from inside the camp. They're like, they have the ability to get out whenever they want to, sneak out through tunnels and stuff like that, and they're able to do things to help the American side operating from the POW camp. And there's a guard that's always in charge of them, and he kind of knows that they're up to stuff, but he just doesn't want to deal with it. And so half the time when he almost catches them, and his commandant like questions him about what's up, he'll just play dumb, and he'll exclaim loudly, "I know nothing, I see nothing." Anyways, I'm dating myself by talking about that, but it was kind of a famous thing at the time. Alright, where is it going to spawn me? Sometimes it spawns me, like, annoyingly far. But this one isn't too bad. I just got to go through the blue fence over here, I think. Yep. Alright, so we got the weapon loadout. We got the, what's it called? Long fin for the approach vehicle. All we have left at this point is the fingerprint cloner, the cutting torch, and then the safe code. So, and I don't have to do the plasma cutter for this one because we're not going to be going in the glass case. We're going to go right to the safe. So, return my Phantom Wedge. Get my Oppressor Mark II. Expand out my view a little bit. This is usually when Agatha from the casino calls me. Looks like maybe not this time, though.
Excellent work, Captain.
And I guess we'll do the fingerprint cloner next. And that's cool. We got the scope out. All that done, and it's still only 720. And honestly, the next few missions are going to go pretty quickly, too. Make sure you park level on your Kasaka if you do this. If that thing like leans at all when you do this, man, get back on it and repark it and make sure it's level. Otherwise, you'll come back out and you find it's gone because it'll fall off into the water and you'll lose it. And you'll be calling Moore's Mutual to get a new one. I think, what does it charge? 10 grand for a new Oppressor Mark II? I think that's the charge if you accidentally destroy your own oppressor. All right, so we need the fingerprint cloner. I like to do this. I like to do the what's it called last, the safe code. Because then I just jump sessions into the Kasaka. Otherwise, the problem with it, with the safe code mission for that is, I park my Oppressor Mark II on the roof of the casino, and after the mission is over, you're either in the suite level where it glitches out, as I've shown in previous streams, or you're outside in front of the casino, and if you wanted to go get your oppressor, you either have to drive away and call it, or you have to go back into the casino and go upstairs and stuff like that. So I prefer to make that one the last one, and then all I have to do is jump sessions into my Kasaka, and I can go launch the heist from there at that point. It's a little bit more efficient, you know what I mean? It's the little efficiencies that help move the heist along a little more quickly, in my opinion. And we come down here. There's always like a car on the way there. All right. We'll take the power out to the cameras here. And gotta wait for the cutscene here. Now, there's 4 guys in here, which is why I use the assault shotgun. Be warned, though, they also have shotguns. Oh, that guy didn't go down. And usually the 4th one doesn't usually make himself visible, so you kind of have to do that. Hide on the crate and then get him. Usually the first 3, though, you can get no problem. Every now and then the 4th one will step out too. It's not always exactly the same. Although this puzzle it's always the word Panthers every time. Which I feel like that's a little bit on the lazy side. Like they probably could have made that at least like the VIP work, where it's the same puzzle, but it's a different word each time. They could have at least done that. But it's always Panthers for this one. And all right, so where's the archive? Looks like it's gonna be it's gonna be the one back by the drain by the train station. This is where like in the first couple weeks when I was first started streaming this, when my oppressor like glitched out. Well, it didn't glitch out, but I went to get on it and it like fell and it rolled over into the corner and I couldn't get on it. And then those guys came rushing in with the machine guns and took me out. Basically, that little corner right there by the stairs, this thing got caught in. Really annoying, and I had a hard time getting back out after that. Now, I ignore the cameras there, just because normally, if assuming I can get back on my oppressor when I leave here, normally I can just take off too quickly for them to be able to do anything about it. So when I leave here, those guards will be driving up, and those are the ones that got me that time when I couldn't get on my oppressor. But here we go. Jump on here, and we are out of here. I almost blew myself up and almost took my head off underneath that bridge. I didn't do that very well. I feel like my oppressor was not pulling up at the angle that it normally does there for me, but it might have just been like because I wanted to try to get that shot off when I was taking off. I don't know why I do that. There's no reason. It's not like he can do anything to me. But I don't know. You know, I hear a tone. I want to take a shot. So get this out here. Then we'll get the cutting torch, and then we'll go get the safe code. And we're going to finish this well before 8, actually. This is going to go well. Man, we're going to be well past the 200 million mark, because this will probably be, again, about another 1.5 million or so, 1.5 to 1.6. So it'll be 201. It will probably be over 202 million when the stream ends, I think. I think I'll have time to do a payphone hit too, and I should also, you know, see, here's an example of when I was saying if the oppressor does not land and stay level on the top of the Kasaka, don't leave it that way and go in, or you will probably lose it while you're in there. Anyways, I guess I want to get my lucky wheel spin too, speaking of the casino, but I'll do that after the heist while I'm waiting for the cooldown. I could also, you know, I should also knock out like a nightclub popularity mission. Well, we'll see what kind of time we have. I mean, I can't do everything, probably. Cutting torch. tomorrow's going to be another weird day for me sleep-wise. I've got to take my dad in for another minor surgery, a outpatient surgery, kind of a follow-up to the one he had last month that was more major. But it is going to affect my sleep schedule. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out that I don't mind doing it at all. My dad has done so much for me over the years, and I'm really glad that he's still as healthy as he is, being his age. A lot of my friends, their dads are not around anymore, so I don't take it for granted. And these guys are not moving too quick. Where are they going? All right, here he is. He came out. This guy made it all the way out to the street because I was waiting on the other one to become vulnerable. Okay. All right, gotta search through these. I know I said the other week, anyone who was watching before, that I've never seen the cutting torch in this toolbox right here. Then on one of my off-stream grinds, I had it happen twice in a row where it was in that one. Okay, let's get this and get out of here. Go get the safe code and then do the heist. Yeah, they don't stand a chance of catching me. They can chase in their cars, but let's face it, man, the Oppressor Mark II is a little bit overpowered. But it is, it is a lot of fun to fly around, though. The joys of oppression. I just wish it wasn't such a great griefing machine. I would have accepted as a modification to it if it couldn't target other players, if it could only target NPCs, so it could only be used that way for mission work, because being able to target other players makes it so overpowered. As a matter of fact, I feel like the auto-targeting missiles in general, even if you go back to like the buzzard, kind of made things annoying. I know I didn't understand it at first. When I first started playing the game, I just wasn't familiar with the vehicles in it and whatever. And I can remember, and this is going all the way back to like literally my first, couple weeks in the game and just learning about it. I can remember driving my car along the road and seeing another player come up, behind me like in a buzzard. And, I'd start tearing off, at high speed, rounding corners and stuff, and they would still get me with the missiles. And I used to wonder, like, man, how good of a shot are they that they can do that? And it wasn't until I finally got into a buzzard myself and saw that they had the heat-seeking, the auto-targeting, the lock-on, that I finally realized, like, oh, it's not that they're so good. It's that they have auto-targeting missiles that follow you and turn with you and stuff. It's not like they were predicting my swerves and my direction, but I didn't understand that for a little bit, and I was a little worried, like, man, these people are really good with these things, man. No, it's just easy mode. But what's amazing is now that the Oppressor's been out, and also the missiles in the Deluxo, someone was telling me, I think maybe it was Yorick was saying, the Deluxo missiles are even better than the Oppressor Mark II missiles, and I think that's true. I think that the Deluxo missiles can turn like more quickly. They have the ability to basically do a U-turn in the air, and it's much harder to get away from that. But point being is, after getting used to Oppressor missiles and Deluxo missiles and stuff, now when I go back to the Buzzard and use them, they actually don't seem that good. They don't turn that well. They're not that fast comparatively. You can only fire like the 2, and then there's like a delay before you can fire again. So there's the buzzard missiles actually don't seem that great anymore, but right at first they were, you know, some of the best in the game, and they're not here. I like it when they're right here. That's the best location. I just keep searching around. There's one of 3 locations they'll be in, so the next possibility is here, and they are here. Okay. And there's one more if they weren't here around the next corner down there. So I try to line up so that I can get them both. Kind of. There we go. So I just have to shoot the one, and as soon as he's out of the way, I shoot again without having to re-aim and get the other one. So I always check to the right over here first, because if he's in here, this is the easiest location to get him. And he is. Look at that. Lucky us. Boom. And walk up. Where's the trigger? I'm looking for the trigger where it says hit the right D-pad. Okay. There it is. Okay. Like, it's taking way too long to give me that. That would be a terrible glitch if it didn't give you that. So, okay, we're done. We got the safe code. We're ready to go do the heist itself. So I always just blow myself up to end it and get out. Now, sometimes it puts you in the suite level, and sometimes it puts you outside the casino. I think it's supposed to put you outside. Good, there we go. But this is why now if I wanted to get my oppressor and fly back to the Kasaka, I'd have to get up onto the roof and go get it. And to me, it's just as fast to just jump sessions here. If you've watched previous streams, you know that sometimes after you blow yourself up there, rather than putting you outside, it puts you in those hallways, those weirdly lit hallways where we killed those 2 guards outside. And then you can kind of just run around in there, and there's no elevator to take down, but it does glitch out in a couple places. There's some doors that aren't really doors, and if you step through them, you'll fall through the map and stuff like that. If you feel like exploring glitches, that one's kind of interesting. You'll find some of the flaws in the casino map there. I gotta stop for work in another half hour here, so I want to get this. This heist done. Get us up to 202 million. Over 200 million. I can't believe it, man. That it's going so fast. We're already a fifth of the way there. Someone was saying they didn't think I'd hit the billion until the end of the year. I think it was on Friday's stream. Somebody said that. I think it'll be by the end of summer. I think by the end of September for sure. How about that? But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. Let's not forget, we're going to have that big DLC, whatever it ends up being, in June. And who knows how much money I'll end up spending on that. So, and then watch it not be good for grinding or something. It'll be just a setback to the grind at the end of the day. So let's start the heist. I think I said I'm going to do 3 brownie mixes all on the right side of the north dock. So let's knock that out. Approach vehicle will be Longfin as before. North dock, drainage tunnel, escape point. Time of day is daytime. Continue and go. Let's do this. Cayo number 2 for the night. Good deal. Good deal. Try not to crash into the cliff here. All right. So I'm going to stay on the right side, and there are 3 brownie mixes to grab there. So I'll step off the boat. I'll snipe that one guy after the Jeep goes by. Make sure not to run aground. That's the worst too, man. You do not want to lose your boat for this. Come up here, get my sniper out, get zoomed in. The Jeep goes by. Get the dot on this guy's head. He's down. And let's get to work. I'll grab the, you know what? I'm going to go straight through to the other lockup so that I can pop that guy quick. Because if I go in here and get these two right now, then the timing's going to be a little bit weird on that guy. Oh, we got a camera. We got a camera on this one. Interesting. We don't always have the camera. I'm going to have to be aware of that as I come through here. That makes it a little bit harder. Okay, I got to move before the camera turns. Got him. And this way he went down inside. The camera won't discover the body. Now, I just have to be aware of that camera when I leave now. But see, it made more sense to come up and do this one first just for the timing. Otherwise, I have to wait for him to do his little cycle through. Which way is that camera turning? Okay, it's going to the right. All right. Then I got to move fast here and get out of its sight before it comes all the way back to the left. I love how my guy like froze for a second while he was running, as if it was game was trying to keep him frozen inside the camera view. All right, so it was like a little bit of lag in the game for a second right there. It was like at the worst possible time, right as the camera was turning toward me, and I was trying to get out of its path so it couldn't see me. Perfect time to freeze. Because while my character might have froze, you know that camera didn't freeze. That's not the way it works with Rockstar. All right, so obviously Coco not as obviously Brownie Mix not as good as Coco. We've got a bag full completely with Brownie Mix, and it's only 390 Gs, whereas a bag full of Coco is 450 Gs, so it's about 60 grand less. But it is what it is. Let's go to the compound and get our bearer box, and also hopefully the safe in the office will have a decent amount of money too. I'd like to see it. The best value it can have is around 90 grand. So if there's 90 Gs in the safe, then the secondary take will be up to will be up to 480 at that point, which isn't bad. Not terrible, but it is not usually 90 grand. Sometimes they're as low as like 30 and 40 grand. Maybe not 30. Maybe it's never under 40, but I've seen 40 grand for sure. We'll see where it's at when we get in there. Hopefully we get the gate key this time. We didn't even get a gate key last time. We had to hack the fingerprints up on the elevator, which is not a big deal, but it's not my favorite way to go. Okay, let's get down there. Okay, guy, recover from your jump there. Takes a minute to get him oriented after he jumps out of the moving boat. Now, I'm not terribly dexterous with these sticks, so you see me going a little too far over and over again on these bars. It's just old fingers trying to work a controller here. Or old thumbs, I guess. Actually, I'm doing pretty decent. Oops, nope. And as soon as I said that, I overshot that one. Yeah, like that. All right. All right, we're done with that. We will jump in and take these guys out. I got to focus on the timing for this now. I've got their timing down, but sometimes it's easy to get distracted when you're in there. All right. Wait for the expanded, enhanced, rapid loading screen here. cutscene or whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. Switch up to my AP pistol. Back the view up. There we go. And let's do this. I'm watching the Juggernaut on the radar down there on the left. I need him to turn before I come around this corner, otherwise he'll see me. He turned. I'm free to come around this corner and take out this guy. And I blew it. Yeah. I ran right into him, man. Well, that's going to affect this stream. Wow. I'm just going to take the less money, actually. I'm going to quick restart, and I'm going to take the less money. I'm just going to do it, except the fact that I don't get the bonus. I don't normally do that. I would normally like jump screens back, but I feel like, you know what, we're over 200 million. This was just kind of a bonus Cayo anyway. So I'll take the lesser money. As you see, we lost. We still have a full loot bag, but it doesn't matter now because we can't get the we're not able to get the elite challenge bonus after we've done a quick restart. But what I did was I ran into this guy, and this is what I actually wanted to do. So, yep. It happens. It happens sometimes. No big deal. A little less money, but and this guy, you got to take him out before the camera sees. Running a little rough in here tonight. Hey, he dropped the gate key, which is good. I'm not messing with that guy on the other side of the gate anymore. Like I said, he is too much trouble. This guy, though, I'll take him out. Now we got the guy on top of the stairs. And we've got the gate key. I don't know what our timing is going to be like with the Juggernaut, though, because I feel like we delayed a little bit. We'll see in a minute here. Got him. Can't believe I knocked that guy over, man. Ran right into him. Yeah, I was moving a little too fast there. It's all right, though. It's all right. We'll still clear probably probably clear like 1.3 million now. It's probably that probably cost us about 300 grand. We'll see, because I think we would have gotten 1.6 before. Maybe we'll get 1.4. I don't know. We'll see in a minute here. We're not going to be getting the elite challenge bonus though. And as you can see, our secondary take, which I was hoping was going to be up around 480, is now only at 370. So we lost 100 grand in secondary take. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Why so low on the extra money? I screwed up. I ran into one of the guards rather than taking him out, and I had to fast restart the heist. And I decided not to 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I decided not to jump sessions and like restart the whole thing from scratch so that I could still like get the elite challenge and everything. I decided to just do the rapid restart because technically this is just a bonus heist for tonight anyways. We'll probably still get like 1.3 or 1.4 million for it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 100,000 in safe. That was good. So 92, 33, 96. Remember the code, 92, 33, 96. 92, 33, 96. And again, I don't know what happens if you mess up this safe. I don't know what'll happen, but yeah. So yeah, our screw up. We're not going to be able to get the Elite Challenge 100K bonus this time because I did the rapid restart. But again, like I said, it's a bonus heist anyways. It was the second one of the night, so we'll be okay. That guy, good timing on that guy. Just make sure I don't wonk around too much. And we're out of here. So I think we'll still get 1.3 to 1.4 million at the end. We'll see what it is after. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And I'll take this guy out. Okay, get my mask. And here we go. And we're done. Nothing opens when you don't get the safe code wrong. Or when you don't get the safe code right. Nothing opens. Oh, nothing happens. Nothing happens. I see. Okay. Oh, so you just get... So if you mess up the safe code, you just get to try again, basically? Maybe one day I'll do a throwaway heist when I have got safe code and just see that. I've never messed it up. I always wondered what would happen, like if the alarm would go off or if. But it sounds like what you're saying is you just get to try again until you get it right. And of course, at that point, I would open my phone and take a look at the text and see what the combo is at that point, just to make sure of it. But all right, so let's see what our take is. I'm going to say 1.3 to 1.4 million will be my take on this one. I won't get any bonus. Hey, look at that, 1.39. So yep, 1.4 million. I'd say overall, I would have guessed that heist would have been around 1.6. So I'm going to say by screwing that up, I lost about $200,000. That cost me about $200,000, that mess up. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Once I get back in the game, we'll see where the bank balance is at. Come on, loading screens. Oh, we're stuck on this white screen for a while. There we go. Wow, this exit scene is really like freezing a lot. All right, there we go. We're out of there. Thank goodness. A little worried there for a minute. So my workaround for the infinite loading screen is now 4 for 4. So I'm hoping that's the answer. I really hope that's... I still got that $5,000 bounty. Jeez. I think what I'll do is I'll run to the casino and spin the lucky wheel and get my 1,000 chip bonus. And then I think I will do a payphone hit, and that'll probably wrap things up. Unless I still have time to do a nightclub promotion. I don't think I do, though. I don't think I can do all of it. I'll probably do nightclub promotions on my lunch break, and just to get the popularity up so that when I come into the grind tomorrow, when I'm solo grinding, I'll have the money in the safe at that point. Oh, even through traffic. Gotta wait for the cooldown on Cayo anyway, because before I leave, I do have to buy the next Cayo to get the hard mode. Although, bummer, this last one I messed it up like that. Yeah, if you feel like watching that later, I don't know if you had stepped away for a minute. You'll see what I did. When I was running into the compound. The first guy that I normally take out, the guy who's like right by the juggernaut, I ran into him and I knocked him over instead of hitting him with my gun, and that alerted everything, and I actually ended up getting killed. And like I said, I could always like jump sessions back to my Kasaka and then start over again and get the full value for the heist. But honestly, I felt like it wasn't worth the time. I knew I'd lose a little bit of money, but whatever. All right. All right. I do not want the vehicle. I want the mystery prize. Give me the mystery prize, and then please let it be the lost van. No, it's not gonna. It's gonna be RP, like the thing I care the least about. Yeah, RP and clothing are kind of useless to me at this point. All right, at least I'll get 1,000 chips. Up to like 126,000 chips now. I guess I could convert that to money too if I wanted to. I tend to just let that sit though. Every now and then, I actually like going into the casino and playing some of the games. It's kind of cool that you can. All right, so I did my lucky wheel. I want to do a payphone hit. Just it's always good to get a payphone hit in on the grind because it's a quick, easy 85 grand, assuming you succeed in the special instructions. I actually fail payphone hits once in a while. The two that I fail the most, one is the founder when you have to burn him in his car with the Molotov cocktail. I fail that one every now and then. Like I get him and he's on fire, but then his car doesn't blow up and he doesn't die from the fire. And then I don't have any additional Molotovs, so I can't like light him back on fire. I've got no choice but to shoot him at that point and just take the 15 grand. The other one is the judge at the golf course, the one where you have to plant an explosive in the hole. The only reason I mess that one up sometimes is sometimes when you fly up and when you get in there, she's already at the hole, and so you can't go plant the explosive. So that one, it's more of a, I think that's kind of a glitch on Rockstar's part. So, all right, let's call Franklin, ask for a payphone hit. And what do we got here? Okay, it's going to be the tech entrepreneur. So this will be where you pick them up in a taxi cab. I don't like really ever fail any of these. 3 ways to kill him are by taking him to a gas station and blowing up the pump next to him, driving him into the sea, letting him drown, or taking him to the junkyard and crushing him in the car crusher, the car compactor, or whatever it is. So but first you got to get a taxi, which is always up by the casino in that taxi yard. Car crusher at the scrapyard. That's going to be the bonus for this one. All 3 of those are pretty easy though. I don't think I've ever failed any of the bonus missions for this guy. I'm not sure what it would take to even fail it, to be honest with you. Like, is there maybe a way he can get alerted to the fact that you're not safe? Like, I don't know, if you crash the taxi too much or something. I guess if you were in a session with other players, they could blow the taxi up and mess you up. But yeah, I'm not sure really what it would take to fail this mission. So he's down at the Vault nightclub, I think, which is perfect because that's right en route to the car compactor anyways. The car crusher. I think that's where that is. The Vault, I think it's called. Oh, this taxi moves. I don't spend enough time on the ground in this game anymore. I spend too much time flying that oppressor, man. It takes a little away from some of the original magic of the game, which was, you know, the driving around in the world. I think I'm definitely going to do some sessions soon where I just stay on the ground and I don't use like flying vehicles. It's like a nice little change. So yeah, here, yeah, this is the Vault, is the name of this club. The vault. Alright, so Car Crusher is basically just that scrapyard that's kind of by Maze Bank Arena. See if make sure we don't alert him. That's what I'm not sure of. Like, if I crash the taxi too much right now, will that like scare him to where he gets out and runs, and then you can't complete the bonus, or is there really no way to fail that way? I mean, I've had crashes with the taxi. Oh, okay, this guy, man. See what I mean? They come to a complete stop. If I tried to go in front of them, they would have gone. The annoying NPCs, man. They're designed to annoy you. But anyways, yeah, I'm not sure if you can fail that mission, really. I mean, other than, you know, the taxi gets destroyed some other way and he dies in it. And even then you get the 15 grand, but you know what I mean. So, coming up on 8 o'clock. Do we have the cooldown message yet from... I guess I gotta wait for this to clear the screen. What do we got? Nope, it's not cooled down yet. So let me call for my oppressor. Maybe I can do a nightclub promotion before. We'll see. If I get to the nightclub before Pavel calls, just say things are cooling down. Actually, you know what I can do instead? Actually, because I really don't want to do it. I can do a modded sentinel. That'll be quick and easy, and that should get us to the point of Cayo cooling back down at that point. So we are at $202.1 million. I'll deposit cash after. But we are past that $200 million mark. Oh, man. Whoops. I should have stopped. Don't tell me it spawned anyway. It did. Wow. It spawned without the stop. That's very unusual. That almost never happens. That was... That's fluke. That's a fluke right there. I'll take it though. Save me the few seconds of doing another loop around. Not that it takes long in an oppressor. It only takes about 9 or 10 seconds, I think. All right. We'll sell this guy. That'll be like another 14 grand. Won't be enough to put us over 100,000. I could go rob a store. I haven't done that in a long time. I remember a time when robbing stores was like a regular way to earn in this game, like right at first. I even remember the YouTube videos like how to rob stores. Like it was a valuable money trick. Okay, Pavel has contacted us. So what I will do is jump sessions now, so I can go buy the next Cayo, and then we'll be ending right around 8 o'clock, like I wanted. Nice. That works out. I won't have to rush to eat and stuff before work. Come on. Expanded and enhanced. Faster loading. Oh, they lie. They lie so bad. I will give them the credit, though, as I always do, on the graphics. The graphics in this version are finally what I feel like they should have always been. They got rid of that weird, shimmery, jaggedy crap like off in the distance. It's all very buttery smooth now. It doesn't really look that different. I mean, the graphics are still the same, obviously, all the same, graphical assets and bitmaps and everything inside, but But it just renders much better now. It renders better. And when I go back and play the previous version now, the last gen version, it's like brutal on my eyes right at first. I'm like, oh, how did we look at that? How did we look at that? So we paid for Cayo and we have hard mode, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, I would be surprised if we didn't. So let's get down to the security cams and get ready to call it a night. We'll just go through the, whoops, getting stuck on the walls here. Go through the break room. All right. So actually, I'm going to deposit the cash that I have, just so that I know exactly where I'm at to end this stream. That last little 100 grand from the payphone hit and the modded Sentinel that we sold. I'm going to quit so I don't get charged all the extra fees. And so, all right, we are over 200 million. Now we're at 202 million, on our way to 300, and ultimately on our way to $1 billion. So this is really going by fast. This is really going well. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I hope the people watching this are also enjoying this. And at this point, I'm going to call it a night so I can head off and go to my real world job. Unfortunately, gotta pay the bills, you know. But I'll be back on Wednesday night for the next edition, and we'll see what I get done in between now and then. Maybe I'll be up significantly from there. Maybe not. But anyways, I'm gonna put myself in the security cameras, and this is where he will be parked until such time as I can get back to the game. So everybody, as always, thank you very much for watching, you guys. This has been a lot of fun, and we'll continue it on Wednesday. We're up over 200 million. We're going to make that billion by the end of the summer, so help me. So everybody, thank you very much for watching, and have a great game.